no, there was a point. I made a couple of points or notes during the course of what happened in the last half hour. I'm sorry, I couldn't interact because of the problem with the Skype, which is why I was being quiet. It wasn't out of rudeness or anything. People were asking questions like why aren't Pat Condell on the programme and whatever. I explained that at the beginning of the show. A lot of people were invited for various reasons. A lot of people were unable to attend. I'm not going to go into detail about who was invited and why they can't attend, save for the one example which I've already given, which is CDK007, who was very, very excited about appearing, but unfortunately fortunately for him, he's getting married either a few days ago or in a few days' time, so he couldn't commit himself. Other people, such as Pat Condell, who was mentioned, they were invited. I'm not going to go into the reasons of why everyone who is invited can't attend. The fact is that we've got plenty of co-hosts, more than enough to fill up the 24 hours, and there had to come a point where decisions were made as to who exactly was going to be fitted in and whatever. The second point I wanted to make is about the eBay channel. Now, again, the link will take you there. There are many items on there that I think people don't really appreciate the value of, and one of which I wanted to highlight was a contribution by Don Exodus 2, for example, which I think is listed as an evening with Don Exodus. That is effectively a contribution by him to have a minimum of 2-hour blog conversation with the highest bidder on BlogTV for all to see. So if you want to have 2 hours with Don, go and bid. I think at the moment it's I just checked, it was about $100. There are other items which I'm sorry, am I back? Good. I'm sorry about that. I don't understand what's going on. As I said, we've tried to sort the problem out. I don't know what it is, but there we go. I think I'd reached the point where I was going to mention Theta Omega's gun, which is featured in his videos. I think in particular in his cheap shots at Nephilim Free. That at the moment I think is terribly underpriced. I think it's only about $20 or so, which is ridiculous. There are also a couple of items that Happy Cabby has offered up. Channel up if you wouldn't mind, but I'm just going to show you one of the items that Happy Cabby is offering by way of showing you a video. a light entertainment break, I hope. Again, I've got to go through this procedure of clicking buttons and whatever, and hopefully everything will work.
Hey everybody, I'm the Happy Cabby. I want to tell you about the worst date I've ever had.
Where are we heading to today for our first date?
This would have been back in 1997. I met a nice young lady and I took her out to dinner.
Oh my, where are we heading to on our date there, Happy Cabby?
We chose to go to a Chinese restaurant.
Chinese food? I love Chinese food, I do.
Well, I think I had something like, lo mein, and she had whatever that she had. And it was a wonderful, wonderful first date. She was talking about, the school that she was going to. I was talking about whatever I happened to be talking about at the time. Your typical first date. Then it came time for the check. Of course, I paid for the check, and as custom with Chinese restaurants, at least in America, they gave us two fortune cookies. My fortune cookie read something along the lines of, your lucky numbers or something inconsequential like that. This is what her fortune cookie said.
My fortune cookie says I'm about to enter into a bad relationship. Oh no.
She broke up with me right on the spot.
I'm sorry, Happy Cabby. I don't think I can see you anymore. My fortune cookie done said so.
And that is the worst date I've ever been on.
It's not you. It's me. Can I get one of them courtesy flush, please, big boy? Always make sure that you lower that lid.
So there you are. Happy Cabby's red wig from that video is on the eBay channel, as is a YouTube hat. Now what's going to happen with that is that there are one or two items that aren't going to... What we kind of thought of doing is to end all the auctions or all the bids on eBay about 2 hours before the end of the program, so we would have a good idea about how much we had raised. One or two of those items are going to overrun, and I think what will happen is that we're going to keep that page open. The reason I say that is this: with the first giving page, that stays open for 6 months after you open the page up, which means that you can donate at any time up until I think about January. With the Just Giving page, you can donate up to 3 months after the event, so any time up to 3 months from today. I think there are going to be a few people who probably want to donate items. Certainly there are some that have told me about them. They're not on the page at the moment, so we'll probably keep that eBay page open for a few months as well. So if you're not able or not in hopefully you might be able to do so in the future. Coming up next, I just want to say one of the most ridiculous bids on the eBay page at the moment is a Thunderfoot scrunchie, which is going at the moment for $61. I mean, his plane is only $250 at the moment, which I think is an absolute bargain, because it will be signed by him, don't worry, but his scrunchie is going for $61. Thank you to whoever is bidding for these ridiculous items. I'm really grateful, but you must be absolutely insane. But keep the insanity coming, keep the bids coming. It would be absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much. Let me just have a quick look at what the latest tally is. Wow. Oh my good God. I honestly, this is